Yeah? Hello, and welcome back. Doesn't this feel good? It's been a long time for us. It's been 1 week for you guys. This is podcast number 16. Welcome back to the Slightly Overweight podcast. Feels good.
No, it doesn't.
What do you mean?
I got so much shit to do.
We do have a hella shit to do. Mackenzie is 100% right there. And she's also 100% right there. First time in the video podcast. How does it feel?
Like get used to. Just I'm sitting closer to you.
Just you're sitting closer to me. A little one foot closer, you can smell my farts better.
Yum.
Yep. You just say yum. So, a lot of time has passed for us, like I mentioned earlier. So it's been 2 weeks since we sat down and actually recorded the podcast. So we got loads to talk about. And now we're in our new apartment. As you can see by the podcast video, if you're watching that, it doesn't look as aesthetically pleasing as I mentioned before.
We're working on it.
We're working on it. We just moved in yesterday. So we got boxes to set shit up on that we probably have to go through and sort out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I work today. I work 8 hours today, so Mackenzie will be doing that alone.
Yay.
Unfortunately. Round of applause for her trooper. Yes. But, so to start off the debauchery of this podcast, you don't realize how expensive tires are until you need to buy a new set of them. My Chevy Cruze that I mentioned before that I do my racing in.
Okay.
Just kidding. Just kissing. I'm
Just
just kissing. Me. But I was driving down the road. What happened? Where were we driving? I forget when we got the indication that it was flat. Was it on 18th Street?
So, yeah, we were in Lafayette for something.
We were just driving for some reason.
Well, I know we were headed to Dairy Queen.
We figured out where the nail got in though. I went on a kayaking trip with my friends basically. And it was on this huge long gravel road and I was going 80 miles an hour on it, super fast as fuck.
He was racing, a Mustang?
No, I wasn't racing a Mustang then. I'm talking about the kayaking trip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I was racing motherfuckers though. I was racing somebody.
So you got the nail in your tire on the gravel road, and then you proceeded to race
somebody, yeah.
a Mustang or something.
It was like a Dodge Charger. Like we were on the highway, and we were both at the front of the red light, like at the very front, and we like looked at each other, and it was cool this time. I wasn't like out of anger, and we looked at each other. He was like, I was like, and then we fucking zoomed, and he beat me obviously, but I caught up at the end because I don't have good acceleration, but once I get past like 40, I can zoom. But I'm riding in the car with Mackenzie. I'm driving for some reason, and I look at my PSI thing. And it says, it like dings, like, doom, 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 low tire pressure. I'm like, what the fuck? It never does that. We pull in, and I hear a fucking...
No, you got out and, like, started to pump. Yeah, and I was like, let me find it.
No, I heard it. I just couldn't find it.
Oh, well,
yeah.
I found it.
Yeah, Mackenzie found it. And it was just a straight flathead fucking nail in my tire.
A roofing nail.
So what sucks about that is that I had a fucking flat tire, and we needed to move out the next fucking day. We had to move all of our shit out, and I needed my car. So we had to call Tire Barn. That's what we got the tires from. And I just got all 4 replaced because that's what you should do. You shouldn't just get fucking 1 replaced unless they're like brand new.
Well,
but I just got all 4.
You should always get 2 replaced. Like if you pop a front, you have to replace both fronts.
Yeah, something like that. But I went ahead and got all 4. It was like fucking $500 or something. It was so ass, man. Now my bank account's looking like a fucking zero. Sad as fucking this bitch. But flat tires are ass. But I did get cool tires. They're Yokohamas. But I've heard those are ass as well, so I don't really know. But they work, and that's all that matters. Don't pop your tires, kids. Don't get a car, kid. Okay, so I just talked about fucking a thing that made me very angry about our last apartment for a very long time. Mackenzie expressed to me that it was not fun to listen to, but it felt good to get out of my system. But basically, I need to work on my anger management and not let things get to me as much as they probably do. Because the thing that I just talked about made me extremely angry for a very long time. It was very upsetting to me. So
But this is a fun podcast.
So I'm not going to put that in there because you guys don't want to hear that. But
and you said the F word too many times.
Did I say that word a lot of times in there? Was I cursing a lot?
It's still hard to listen to. It really is.
What do you mean? What is?
So you saying that so often.
Okay, well, I need to work on my anger issues, and I also need to work on my cursing, basically. So those are the things that are on my checklist. What are on yours? Are you fat as fuck? Just like me, work out. Feel better.
Just like you, as in you work out, or because you're fat as fuck?
No, just like me, I'm fat as fuck. We both need to work out. Basically.
Well, good thing we have
Everybody's got shit they need to fucking work on. Mine is cursing. And also being angry. So, but dude, fuck that apartment. Last time I'll talk about it, man. Fuck those. I hate those people. They're very mean. And they make me perturbed, and they besmirch my reputation.
Besmirch?
Yeah. What? That's a big-ass word.
Yeah, but it's like, didn't...
Instead of saying, F them mother effers.
Okay.
Fuck them.
Okay, we're done.
Okay.
Move on.
Last one. Sorry. Okay, yeah.
I feel like I need to sit like you.
Why you need to sit like me?
I don't know. It's a podcasting position.
Okay.
My microphone.
Okay, I need to get something off my chest.
Another thing?
Yes, I don't care who you are. I don't care your gender. I don't care how old you are. This thing has been coming around. For some reason, on people's birthdays, weddings, and other occasions, they either put on their Snapchat, their Instagram, or on the back of their car. We saw a couple of those that say, 21st birthday, buy me a drink. Venmo, hashtag, boom, 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 boom.
Cash App.
And they do it without any feeling of remorse. It's literally like standing on a corner and being like, please, I need money. Give me money, please.
But
like with an open jar.
But what's funny is that the people who do this are people who like clearly have money.
Like, bro, if you have an iPhone to be able to post on Snapchat or Instagram, you are doing well. You have enough money to have a phone, basically.
If they're asking for drinks on their 21st birthday, they're obviously not worried about like paying rent or
school
or something.
I get the whole, hey, you don't have to buy me a gift, but the point of like, if I was gonna give you a gift, I would have given you one. You don't have to ask me. That's like people going up to that's like inviting people to your birthday party, them showing up with no gifts and being like, hey, you can give me money though, and you just staring at them like this, like, you got a wallet right there. You didn't give me anything. You gonna give me money? It's just the most awkward, most embarrassing thing that I don't understand. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm missing a step. Maybe I missed the whole, like movement or something. But I don't get it. Mackenzie doesn't get it either. What she does get is sashes, though. I had that written down on the podcast notes. So Mackenzie wanted a sash for her birthday. And do you mind if I tell the story?
Yeah.
Okay. She wanted a sash for her birthday. She didn't tell me this. This is all her, okay?
It's my 21st
It's her 21st birthday, okay? We're together. And I'm swiping through somebody's like story or something on Instagram. And I see somebody have a sash on. And I'm like,
it says like happy birthday or like
happy
birthday girl or
yeah, it's like it's
my 21st.
It's a very girly thing to do, which is okay. But I said, yo, people who wear sashes, what the fuck are you doing?
That's
right?
so cringy.
I said, that's cringy, Mackenzie, right? And then I like look at her and she's like, she gives me like a really sad face. And I was like, whoa, what is this? Why are you making that face? And she's like, well, I kind of wanted a sash for my 21st birthday, actually. And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, oh, no, just kidding. Fuck. Because I say things sometimes without thinking, and that was one time where I was like, oh, fuck, what have I done?
Most of the things that come out of his mouth are without thought behind.
Yes, 100% of the things that, yeah. And I felt so bad because I was like, oh, no, you can wear one because you're, I know you, but everybody else, no. or something.
And guess what I didn't wear on my 21st birthday?
So we looked everywhere. We looked everywhere for one because I was like,
okay, we're in Vegas.
I said, Mackenzie, we're going to get you a fucking sash. She was like, no, you think it's stupid. I was like, no, it's not stupid. We're going to get you a fucking sash. You're going to have a good-ass fucking 21st birthday. And we went to like 18 different stores on the strip, and none of them had one that was like cool enough. They had them,
there were only like two. It was like a pink one that said happy birthday, and then like one with beer on it that said cheers to 21.
We wanted one that was fucking bedazzled, like something J-Lo or fucking Janet Jackson would wear. So we couldn't find one of those, so we got a tiara instead, and the tiara looked dope.
It said happy birthday.
It said happy birthday. Yeah, it said happy birthday. But it was cool. Now she can drink legally. We had a lot of fun in Vegas.
But what's after 21?
Oh, true. Last podcast. Mackenzie, now that you're 21, what's after 21? What are you looking forward to?
Tomorrow.
Fuck you mean tomorrow? I mean, what do you mean tomorrow? This one's for grandma. Okay, this podcast, I'm really trying to not curse as much. But I still have to curse sometimes. You know what I mean?
Just for emphasis.
Just for emphasis.
Not at people.
Not at people. We're not angry.
Just did.
We're not angry at people. We're angry at things.
No.
What?
We're not angry.
We're not angry. No. So we were walking in Vegas. We stayed in the Luxor, which is super dope. Shout out to Brenna. Thank you for picking a cool ass.
So that was a good cuss.
I know. I can't remember the fucking. It's a hotel. Thank you for picking a cool ass hotel. And we were walking past. So if you go to any mall, there's always those people in the middle of the mall for some reason. They're always in the middle of the fucking mall.
It's every like hallway situation. Like if you went to high school and you're like, yeah.
What do you mean?
Like in high school.
Yeah. What about high school?
When you're walking through the halls and you're like, fuck, I have to get from the bottom floor to the third floor in literally 4 minutes. And those people who take up the whole hallway, you just like ram through them.
Yeah. What about them?
I was just saying it was like being at a mall.
Being what?
At a mall with people who are blocking your way.
Okay, so there's people there, but in the middle of the fucking thing, there's kiosks. Yeah.
Totally.
I was like, what?
You said there's people in the middle. That means
my bad. Anyway, there's this
Scratch that part
that Mackenzie just said because we were on different pages, but now we're on the same page in the same book, different paragraphs though. And there's this person who was like, hey, do you want some free moisturizer bags? And I was like, I don't want one, but you guys can have one. And they got them, and they basically roped my mom in somehow into putting this. Why are you laying like that?
I just get bored. That's why I can't be on camera.
Oh. Well, you can sit however you want. I don't want to make you sit.
I'm listening.
I don't want to make you sit up.
If you know anything about me, I hate podcasts and I hate listening.
This is true, but I don't want to make you. I don't want to be the posture police. You sit how you want.
Okay.
You turn upside down. So basically, they roped my mom into sitting down on this moisturizer chair, and he sits there and he talks for like 6 minutes about how good this moisturizer cream is, and I'm like, okay, this is he's doing his job. But then at the end, bro, he brings up he's like, so if you do want to use this cream, actually, if you do want to, take it home, you can use for 2 years, 24 months.
Why did you give him an accent?
Because he had an accent.
But not that accent.
What accent did he have? He had like a French accent or something?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to use the moisturizer cream, if you want to continue using it.
Why do you always go to like a Mexican accent?
If you want to continue using it. I don't know is that Italian? But
that is made up.
He's talking to my mom, and he shows her the product, and he scrolls down. He's like, "It is only $9.95," and I was like, "Okay, we talking $9.95?" He was like, "No, it's $995." I was like, "Bro, we're leaving, dude. Nobody needs eye cream. That's literally $1,000, man. This is the Luxor, which is a very fancy hotel, but nobody's gonna spend $1,000 on moisturizing eye cream."
Yeah, they will.
That being said, it did remove 10 years off of my mother's eyes. Just kidding. That's why he kept saying, he was like, you go from 60 to 16, okay? 16 to 16. You're very young. Yes.
She's not even 60, though.
I know. Whatever. He kept saying some weird shit, and I was like, okay, let's go. Because he just kept talking.
Well, it took him he's like, only 20 seconds, only 20 seconds.
Dude, that's what it was. Yeah. He was like, 20 seconds in and out, we're done, okay? 6 minutes later, he's like, let me do the right eye now, okay? We did the left one, now we do the right one. And he just kept saying.
We were probably standing there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, we don't. And he was like, well, I did the left one. We have to match the right one.
No,
Okay.
and what made it so much worse is that like we hadn't eaten yet, and
Well,
all of
we
us
were
were so hungry, and we were so grumpy, and we hated everything, and we hated life.
We did.
I just wanted to like lay down in the middle of the floor and cry.
Yeah, it was bad. I kept looking at Mackenzie, and she was giving me the like grumpy, like hungry eyes, and I was like, oh no, we got to get out of here.
When I'm hungry,
Yeah.
just stay out of my path, I guess.
Yes.
I get so grumpy.
I get really grumpy too, especially when I'm like really hungry. A lot of the time we were really hungry because it just didn't fit in our schedules to like eat because we were like do something like late at night and then we'd sleep in like past the time to get breakfast and then we're like maybe we should just wait till lunch.
But what was so bad was that like Vegas and here is 3-hour difference. And we never really got used to that time. So like we'd wake up earlier than normal in Vegas and then go to sleep at like 8 p.m. So like every time we woke up it wasn't really breakfast time. And then we waited too long. And then the first day, yesterday, when we got home, none of us ate until 4 p.m. Isn't that fucked?
Wait,
we didn't eat a single thing yesterday until 4 p.m. We had Taco Bell.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, how am I like not dying right now? And it's because we were like, we didn't really sleep, but we were still used to like Vegas time.
Yeah. Vegas time is cool though. Because like there's always just people around. Like in your hometown or whatever, at like midnight, there's probably gonna be a couple people on the road, but like nobody's walking around.
And you stay away from them.
yeah, for sure. But nobody's walking around. But in Vegas, like no matter what time it is, there's always just people like kind of meandering. At nighttime, it gets a little sketch, but like there's always so many lights. It's not like it's
outside. It's a bit sketch, but if you're inside gambling or doing whatever, you could stay up for so long.
Yeah, I mean inside the casino, they make it so you can't tell what time it is. Like
it's always dark.
It's always kind of dark mood lighting. You know, they got music playing all the
time.
The
only reason you know what time it is if the those like frozen alcohol places are open or not.
That is true.
Like super early in the morning, they're not open yet.
We judge the days by when that shit was open.
Yeah, because we went down so early. We were like, yo, we could get a frozen drink for breakfast. Yeah. And then they're like, sorry, we just turned the machines on.
We're not open. But we went to the pool a lot too, and I got really fucking sunburnt. I ended up like we went one day without sunscreen, and then we went a couple days later, and I like got a second layer of burn.
Well, the first day, so if anybody knows what a cabana is, it's like a little hut that you stay in, and you pay a lot of money, and you get a couch, and you don't have to sit around people.
A TV with no channels besides stupid shit.
Sports. Anyway, we were supposed to have it when Hayden's mom was with us, and the reservations got all messed up, so we didn't end up getting it the day that we wanted to, but we were like, we're here, we're going to have fun in the pool. So we stayed there with his mom. I think we were probably in the pool for like 5 hours.
Yeah, it was a long time.
It was so long, but like they just kept coming around with more drinks.
Yep.
And we just were sitting on the edge of the pool drinking and talking to people, and then yeah.
Oh! I totally forgot that this happened.
Keep going.
Okay. So we were very sauced to this point. I will take over the story. We were very sauced to this point. We had at least 3 to 4 drinks each.
All 4 of us.
We were in the pool. We were straight vibing in the water. I was to the point where like I was just laying with my feet like I would put my feet on the outside of the pool and like my legs and my back were still in the pool and I was just kind of floating on the surface. And that was the best feeling in the world. You got to try it if you haven't. It's nice. But we get out of the pool for some reason. Oh, no, we got in the hot tub. Yeah. We got in the hot tub. We were close.
All 3 of us, me, you, and my mom.
We were closer to this like couple of people, adults that were like kind of playing around and splashing. They had drinks as well. And I'm in the hot tub and I like look over and me, Berna, and Mackenzie, my mom's in the bathroom. We look over and this lady had spilled her drink like on the floor.
And okay, if you know anything about Vegas, a drink in Vegas is like $28 for like 32-ounce drink or like a 24-ounce drink.
Yeah. So we're in the hot tub and we noticed this lady. She either dropped it or spilled something.
She was like extremely drunk.
For some reason, there was a drink that was spilled, like a slushy drink, all over the floor. So over that drink, we kind of like poked fun at her and we became like acquainted. And we hopped out of the pool and like went over to them. And we were all they were more sauced than us, but we were still pretty sauced. The two girls, they kind of roped in Mackenzie and Berna, her mom. And the dude, we started talking. I shouldn't say we started talking. He started talking and I started listening, and he talked about every single baseball team that is a part of the MLB for some reason, and talked about all the draft picks. If
And
that's
he
what you
had
call
like
them.
maybe 3 teeth.
He was a very, very nice gentleman, but he had
Yes.
3 teeth and he was very tatted up. He had a Yankees tattoo on his thing, and I was like, this dude's serious about the whole
Yeah.
baseball thing. And I just started watching baseball videos like 2 days ago, so I kind of knew what he was talking about, but like not really. But yeah, they were a fun bunch. And then like,
Well, on my end with the woman,
yeah.
my mom, like, they were talking and they were like, they realized how young I was, and they were like,
This is 2 days after her birthday.
yeah, they figured out, they're like, oh, it's just your birthday. Your mom's so cool. And they were talking about it. And then this woman's like, you see that girl over there? That's my daughter. She won't get, she's like wrapped up in maybe like 5 blankets.
You can't see any skin.
Yeah. She's
I was like, that's a person?
She's hiding from the sun at this point.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to get in the pool, and she just doesn't look like she's having fun. And this woman, her mom, is like, just keeps talking about how cool we are, and like, we want, I don't know, like that she brought us to Vegas,
Yeah.
and that I'm so much fun because I'm like participating and stuff, and that her daughter won't do anything. And then later on, we like kind of drifted away from them.
Wait, hold up. While we're with that group still, they said, wait, you guys have been dating for 6 years? We were like, yeah, that's us. 6 years is a long time. And then she's like, okay, well, I'm going to give you an honorary marriage. And I think it was the dude, the Yankees dude. He was like, so you guys are married now in this pool. You guys are married right now. Married.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, well, thank you. Okay.
And then that's kind of like when we left them.
Yeah, we just kind of dipped.
But then we were like getting like our stuff packed up,
We're gonna
ready to
go.
leave. And then we look over, and like the mom was trying to drag her daughter
Yeah.
into this pool. Like her daughter is probably 25, 27.
Yeah.
And she's old. Like she's older than me.
Yeah.
And she's not having fun. And she's trying to get her daughter into this pool. And then we just see like,
Well, they just start throwing hands.
Yeah, they just-
We're like, what the fuck is going on? The lifeguards are like looking. We're like, are they kidding? Or are they being serious? And they were
Yeah.
being like, they were fucking hitting each other in the face, like hard hits. I was like, damn, close fisted and everything. And we just kind of like left, and we were like, okay, what
Okay,
the
bye.
fuck happened there? Okay, bye. We didn't see them again, but yeah, that was a very weird interaction with those people. But they were very nice I guess they were very nice to us the whole time. But it was very weird to see them fight at the end. It was an unpredicted ending, I'd say.
for sure.
So we learned a lot of hard lessons in Las Vegas, actually. First of all, we like playing slots, Mackenzie and I. What we don't like doing is losing money. And
We're very bad.
we're very bad at everything that has to do with money in Vegas.
But we did figure out that if you sit at the bar and you play the little screen game at the bar, you get free drinks.
Yes. So that's the move. If you ever go to Las Vegas, literally just take if you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, take $100. If you're going for 5 days, you go
You're
there.
not gonna win anything.
You're not.
doing
You're gonna
this.
lose $20, but you're gonna get like in Las Vegas terms, you're gonna get like $100 worth of drinks for free, which is great because each drink is about $20 for no reason, basically.
They are smaller drinks, but like
Not
Again-
even. They're pretty
so
decent size.
on like my actual 21st birthday, we went down and that's what we did. We sat at the bar because Hayden and I didn't really like slots because we play them for 2 seconds and lose money. So we
Yeah.
just got up and left. And later on, we figured out you have to sit there for a little bit and you actually start winning. But
Long ass time.
anyway, we decided let's go get drinks at the bar because it was my 21st birthday. So we sit there and then we find out you could play poker
Yeah.
on the thing.
Yeah.
So
Those little screens.
we're having a blast. And then the guy comes up and says, what drinks you want? And we're like,
How much? How much?
I
money?
think we both got old fashions, which I don't know why that was the.
That's just the first drink that I knew.
Yeah.
I was like, "Give old fashioned, please." And he made it for us. He made us each one. Is everything
Sorry,
okay?
no. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. So
Is
he
everything
each, yeah. So he each made us. It like pop. I hit this button and my fucking Apple Music shit popped up. And I'm apparently not signed in.
You should sign in.
No. Anyway, he gives us our drinks and then he puts like a glass with like the receipt in it. And we were like, okay, we probably shouldn't buy many of these.
Yeah,
and then
I looked at the receipt and it was $20 for an old fashioned each.
And there were like little glasses. That's the thing. If you're like get the free drinks in Vegas, they're really little with not much alcohol.
Well, the ones at the bar are a good size.
Yeah, they are.
Like they're regular sized at the bar. They're not small.
Yeah. So then we were like, okay, can we charge it to the room? Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, well, you're playing, so it's comped.
Yeah.
And we're like, wait a second. If we sit here and play, we can try as many drinks as we want.
So we sat there and we tried maybe 5 drinks each. We tried them all.
But we tried different ones. That was what was fun. No, we had more than 5 each.
Mackenzie's favorite was the lemon drop or the martini. My favorite was the, I like the lemon drop a lot, but I really enjoyed the fucking...
White Russian.
The White Russian. I always forget that fucking name.
The waitresses always came up and he's like, what's my drink called?
The one with the milk and it's milky. I always forget the name of that. But it was really good and she liked that. But what was interesting, so it's either pay or play. You either want to pay money or you want to play, the games. And we always played. But at the end of the night, we were 6 drinks. I don't know. We were a lot of drinks in. All 4 of us were playing. My mom was playing on the right. I was there. Mackenzie was there. Mackenzie's mom was there. At some point, I got so sauced that I didn't realize I wasn't playing anymore. And he came over to give us another drink. And I was like, yo, can I get a Bud Light this time? He was like, he looked at my machine. He was like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I didn't realize I had ran out of money or something. He was like, well, you either pay for it or you want to keep playing. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. So I just put a $20 bill in it. I don't know how long I had been without playing, but we were so sauced at that point that I didn't realize.
Okay. Hayden was sauced.
I was.
The thing about that day is it
was her 21st birthday.
Yeah, but I don't remember what we did that day. Did we go eat somewhere?
Yeah.
Where? That was the day that we were super hungry because it was the day after we landed.
Day after we landed. We got pizza, didn't we?
Or no, that was pizza? The day that we landed. We were on our way to a restaurant or something we were trying to find this. So there's these buffets all around Vegas, right? So we were on our way to find buffets when that makeup guy stopped us.
Was that your 21st birthday?
Yeah. We were really hungry.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I guess because of COVID, they shut down all of the buffets. So we ended up finding this other restaurant, but that's all we had that day. You had that we both had burgers and they were so good, remember? You drank 40 iced teas.
I remember the iced teas, but I don't remember the burger.
I had the Impossible Burger, and you and Mom both had double burgers, and your mom had a quesadilla. And and we had all the sauces. She brought all of the condiments out on a little plate.
It just all kind of blends together. Fuck, I really don't remember.
Okay,
I remember sitting at a table.
Yeah.
Was that the time I ate the chicken wings?
No. Okay, hold on. So we ate, all we had was a burger, and it was super early in the morning. It was probably 10 a.m. Nobody eats lunch at 10 a.m., right?
Wait, did they have breakfast? No, never mind.
No. Anyway, so we ate that. That's all we had. Fast forward, I think we maybe took a nap in there somewhere.
We always took nap.
And then it's I don't know. I'd say probably 9 or 10 when we were drinking. So at this point, there's no food in our bellies. Hayden is completely and utterly drunk. Obviously, he doesn't remember the day.
Yeah.
And then I was like, Mom, I'm so hungry. All of us, your mom and me and my mom were
and this
all
is at nighttime?
Yeah, after we drank all the drinks at the bar.
Oh, okay. We're not talking about the burger anymore. We're talking about this is your 21st birthday.
Yeah, the burger was on my 21st birthday too. That was what we had for lunch that day.
Shit. Okay. Continue.
Now I'm fast forward to dinner, which apparently happened at 9 p.m.
Yes.
10 p.m.
It was
midnight. And then we went to Public House and we ate, and Hayden spent the whole time in the restroom. And all of us ate our meals. Me, Mom, and your mom all ate our meals. And then Hayden gets back and we're like, we're done. And you say, I'm not hungry.
Well, I was so drunk at that point that I sat down and they handed me a menu. I was so focused on not puking that I didn't know. Like, she's like, so what would you like to eat? I was like, damn, we didn't even get our drinks yet. I looked down, we have drinks on the table. Time just was flying by. And I was like, fucking chicken wings, buffalo, please. Thank you. And she gave them to me. And then I had to go straight, I beeline to the bathroom. And, I had to take care of business there. I came back, everybody's eating their food. And I couldn't eat more than 2 chicken wings. I felt so bad. I was like, damn, I got this whole meal. I couldn't even fucking eat them. But, yeah.
So then we like box up all of our food and we're like walking to the elevators and the whole time Hayden is like I have to like literally hold on to him because he is not walking straight.
Yeah.
And Mom and Krista were both like, let's get waters for the morning. So they go into the 24/7 store and me and Hayden are waiting outside. I'm just trying to keep him upright at this point.
Oh, yeah.
And then they come out and Krista's like opens the bag in front of your face and says,
Yeah.
look, I got you donuts for the morning. And
I
you were
love
like
donuts.
And you were like, yo, thanks, that's so dope. And you were like, I'm so happy she got us donuts. Well, fast forward to the next morning, Hayden finds the donuts and acts like
I was like, yo, who got the donuts, dude? This shit's so good, man. I love crullers. They're the Krispy Kreme cruller. They look like a tire. I always called them like the tractor tire. So good, dude.
But you totally forgot that we bought them the night before, and you were so excited in the morning. We're like, do you even remember any of that night? Like, bro, it was my 21st birthday.
I was celebrating for you. With you.
For all of us.
For everybody. God damn, that was so nice. Literally, going to Vegas and just sitting down at the table, drinking free drinks. That is the best time right there.
Yeah, we sat at the bar and did that like a couple of days, and
yeah, we met the cool guy.
Yeah, and like the bartenders are so focused, and they probably are like done dealing with drunk people spending their money, blah blah blah.
But this guy,
he was
so
dope.
cool. We were sitting. This is like the third bartender we had, and I was like, okay. The first guy was really nice. Second guy was meh. Third guy, this guy was cool. He was giving us our drinks, and we were tipping him really well because we're nice people and stuff. But after a while, after like 2 or 3 drinks, I'm like sitting there, and as he's talking, I'm like, Mackenzie, doesn't this guy remind you of somebody? She's like, what do you mean? I was like, that dude reminds me. He looks just like Joaquin Phoenix in Joker, and he also acts like him too. And then Mackenzie's like, dude, that's so true. And after we're sitting there realizing, he's like, he's talking about his upbringing and everything, and he was talking about how he used to like take the bus, and like I was like, damn. One of his asses from New York and stuff. I just kept like I was like so sauce. I was like,
he's from like Iowa.
Yeah, I was
Idaho.
Like, Idaho. Yeah, I was like, maybe he's actually the Joker. I don't know. I just kept thinking. Oh, and his name. I didn't even realize.
Oh.
Yeah, his name even has to do with the DC universe. I was like, damn, that's kind of cool.
But he made like all these other bartenders. They just I don't know. They don't want to have a conversation with you. Yeah. And I'm like. I don't really do like cocktails. Like, I don't know what the names are. I don't know what's in them. So if somebody comes up and is like, "Oh, yo, what do you want to drink?" I'm like,
vodka.
Yeah, like shots. I don't know. Well, anyway, this guy, it wasn't very busy, so we were like, "What's your favorite drink?" Like, I want your favorite drink, and he was like, "Well, a big seller here was called liquid marijuana."
Yeah.
And it had like I don't even know what it had. It had so much stuff in it. But he gave it to us, and it was so
It was delicioso. It was very good.
Very good.
Alcohol is bad for you. Don't drink, kids. But if you're going to get a drink, get that one. It was really good. But you know what's not fun, though? Is so that's the good side of Vegas. The bad side of Vegas is losing your money. And I was looking for poker tables. Couldn't find any that were the poker that I know how to play. Texas Hold'em. There's only ultimate Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, and it's got extra steps, and we don't know those steps. It's too difficult.
And so I'm like, okay, I kind of sort of know BlackJack. I will play that.
But you played it
what?
On the machine.
I did play it on the machine, and I practiced a little bit, and I was still pretty fucking ass. But I was like, let me move to like the machines that are like built for BlackJack. Like still not the table, but there's like a machine with a big ass screen and it's built specifically for BlackJack. So I play that. And they have these nice armrests too. They're so comfortable. But
it's like a gamer desk.
Yeah, I put like $50 in, and within like 2 minutes I lose all of my money because I'm dumb and I'm bad at BlackJack. But I wanted to sit down and play at a real table. I wanted to say I did that. So we went to the Golden Nugget, which is like it's an older casino, but it's a lot
It's on
more.
Fremont Street.
It's a lot more relaxed there. So we walk in there, we see the Golden Nugget, cool, $6 million or something,
Yeah, I don't know.
big gold nugget. We sit down at a blackjack table. I'm the only one there. She kind of teaches me the ropes. She's a very nice lady. Step one, if you go to Vegas and you do the table thing, don't hand the dealer anything. Everything has to be set down on the
It's
table.
so like there's so many rules when it comes to like
Like-
actually sitting down and playing at a table
Yeah.
that you just are so stressed out. Like
You would think there'd be like a list that's somewhere that you could. No, it's all unwritten rules that you have to just know
Yeah.
or learn.
Like you can't have your phone out. I had a camera around my neck and I had to stand behind the chair so that like the lens wasn't pointed at the table. It was like
Yeah.
oh, it was so
and
so weird.
so basically, put everything on the table. She taught me the ropes, and she taught me. She said, "I understand this more now, but in the moment, I didn't understand it." She deals my hand, and I have like a 5 and a 6 or something, and she has a 5 in her hand. And at the time, she kind of mentioned, she said, "Here's what you want to do: this. You want to hit or something, or you want. I don't know. I had a good amount of number where she said you want to stand. You don't want to hit another card." And I was like, "Okay, but hit me though." So I did it, and I fucking lost. And she said, if I had stood, she would have busted. If you know what blackjack is, it kind of makes sense. But I know now that whenever the dealer has a 5, that's their weakest hand, and that's what she was trying to tell me without telling me that. So she was super, super cool, and I got dealt 2 aces. And what that means is that means I have either 22, which would be a bust, doesn't work, or I just have 2. So she said, when you have aces, you want to split because they count as 11. And so I split them. And she's like, so ideally, the next 2 cards that you want to hit both of them. I said, yeah. She said, ideally, like you'd want to get
10.
2 tens to get 21s. So I was like, okay, let's see what we get. She fucking draws the first card. It's a king. Boom.
21.
21. And I bet $5. So that's $10 right there. And then I said, hit me on another. Boom. Another 10. I think it was a queen or something.
Mm-hmm.
But 2 21s, that's literally the perfect hands you can get in blackjack. And I got them at a table. And it was super fucking cool.
No, the perfect hand is blackjack, which you still apparently don't understand.
I do, but when you split it, though, and you get 2 blackjacks, 2 is better than 1.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know if you split it,
But
if it still counts.
if you get blackjack on your first hand, nobody can
you
hit,
win.
so you win automatically.
Yeah. Which is so nice. So I lost money, but I learned a lot of things. And we like the Willy Wonka slot machine a lot, actually.
Oh, it's so much fun. It's my favorite.
It is. So we went to, it's not a national park, but it's called Red Rock Canyon. Short story, Mackenzie, because I know, oh shit, Red Rock Canyon. She's wearing the shirt.
It's a national wildlife area, I think.
Oh, okay. But it's really, really beautiful. And what we did was we drove this thing.
Yeah, it's like you can park and like go hike, but it's like 1,000,000 degrees outside. That it's
Yeah.
so like we watched these 2 girls hike like a mile and they were like
Yeah.
dying at the top. But it's a 13-mile like scenic road and you just drive and then you can stop at these places and get out and like look around.
Yeah. But we got out and looked around a couple of times, took some photos. But then I'm like, yo, that thing says petroglyph. We got to fucking go see that. Petroglyph, if you don't know, that means petrified is whenever something's there for a long, long, long time and it like gets burned into something, or like, like petrified wood is like literally stone, but it's wood though. It's like really weird. But petroglyph is whenever somebody writes on a wall in what, like, I don't know, blood or something, and it stays on the wall for, a couple hundred years. So these ones in particular were 800 years old. So that means that a human being was, anyway, okay. So we drive around, we get to the stop, and I'm like, yo, what?
Petrified, it's like when like it ossifies, so
Yeah.
it turns into stone. It
Yes.
literally turns into stone.
Yes. That's really ossifies. Is that what?
Yeah.
That's a cool ass word.
Ossified.
Like a fossil, like that.
Like I don't. Maybe I said it wrong.
Oscillized.
Ossified.
Waffle fries. I'm hungry. But we get to the stop. I'm like, yo, guys, do you want to go? Do you want to go? And they're like, no, we don't want to hike.
Okay. This was an impromptu adventure
Excursion.
to Red Rock Canyon. My mom has very sensitive skin and cannot go out in the sun because she'll burn or it's just really bad. So she didn't want to get out because it was hot as balls out.
Yeah.
And she didn't want to get sunburned. I also was extremely hot and like dehydrated, so I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
So Hayden went alone.
Yeah, so I went alone, and it was like 2 seconds to get there. It was super short hike. I get to the wall. I've recorded the whole thing. Check out my Instagram. I'll post that in a couple days. I walked the whole thing. I went up there, and I see the wall with the petroglyphs in them, dude. It's so cool to see something that's...
You know, I just realized I haven't even seen this video yet.
Oh, yeah, true. But it's I walk up to it and there's like it's on a big cliff wall and there's a bunch of logs you can't get past because I really wanted to touch them, but I know you're not supposed to touch shit that's like, you know, respected or whatever.
Hard lesson learned by you.
What do you mean?
You don't like I'm literally a wildlife major. Like that is my degree.
Yeah.
And you people are the reason why our nature sucks. Is because
he says
no. He says, "Can I take this rock? Can I take this rock? Can I take this rock?" No, you cannot take shit from like.
But I didn't.
The nature in general.
I didn't take a rock.
Yeah, you did.
There are
I found
people,
one in the
Mackenzie.
suitcase.
There are people out there destroying football fields of trees a second, and I wanted to take one rock.
No, because if everybody wanted to take one rock, there
all
would
the
be
rocks
no
would be
rocks.
gone. Okay, good point. Anyway. I walk up to him, and it's so fucking cool to see something that another human being made. Like, I don't know. You put your mind in their mind. You're like, I want to draw something on the wall so that people can see, you know? And then that shit's there 800 years later. It's just really cool. There's nothing like that now. Like, I can carve my freaking name in a stone or something.
And then that's just vandalism. Like
vandalism, yeah. But back then it was just like, that's the thing to do. You know, my friend, we were on a kayaking trip. This is not this one. My first kayaking trip. He was making fun of me because he listens to the podcast and he knows how I like caves and everything. And we were passing these like kind of weird rock formations. And he was impersonating me. He was like, dude, imagine the people that used to, you know, be there and walk around thousands of years ago. And I was like, I don't know. I was kind of angry, but he was so right because I love that shit. It's so cool to think about how human beings were there, like right there drawing on the wall. If I had a time machine in that exact location, I could literally see the person who drew it. It's so cool. I get chills thinking about it. Anyway, I see them and I'm in awe. They're beautiful. I don't know what the fuck they mean. The little like thing that the little plaque that tells you, it was like, do not touch, you know, these petroglyphs. The meaning has been lost to time, but the drawings have not. So don't touch them. And I didn't touch them, but I was really inspired. It was really cool to see. And then I looked on my phone a couple of days later, and I didn't realize, I didn't see him at the time, but somewhere along that canyon wall, behind the trees or something, there's handprints on the wall, like petrified petroglyph handprints, or people outline their hand. And it's so cool to think about that, man. Like, that's something that I would do if I lived back then. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to draw my hand so that other people can see later on. You know, and then
that's not why they did it.
I mean, but then like if I know you're not supposed to touch them, but if you put your hand on the wall, your hand would be touching someone from 800 years ago, dude. And that blows my mind, dude. I should have been an archaeologist, low key. That shit is so cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
But Mackenzie wasn't there to see it, and I was alone there, and it made it way cooler. Actually, it was like my own like journey I was supposed to take. I was like, this is meant to be.
Good for you. I'm glad you had fun.
I did have fun.
Me and Mom was sitting in the car like, oh my God, this is so long.
Literally, Maya's having like a life-changing event. I'm like, wow, this is so beautiful.
We're like, when's she gonna get back?
That'd be a nice like jump cut in like a movie or something. Motherfucker's taking so long.
Yeah, we were just complaining.
But it was really, really cool
like,
to see.
You think he fell and like broke his ankle?
They were so worried because it was a really
okay,
rocky...
because if you know anything about you, one, you take 5 fucking ever.
I know.
And 2, you somehow manage to like break something or something always seems to go wrong when we send you on an excursion by yourself.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well,
But that didn't happen.
it didn't happen at all. Actually, it was actually a perfect trip
For 10 minutes.
for 10 minutes. Yes, it was beautiful.
We went
Wow.
kayaking.
Oh, we did go kayaking. Nothing really exciting happened there that I can remember.
My arms hurt.
Our arms hurt.
It was like 6 miles. And
It
like
was a
on the way
long kayaking
back,
trip.
it like we were going into the wind, so we had to work like 3 times as hard, and
That was really rough, actually. But
the water was freezing.
the water was cold, but it was 53 degrees. The water was. It was on the Colorado River.
It was so weird because like the air was like 105 degrees and
but
the
the
water
water-
was 52 degrees.
Even
or
in
something.
like direct sunlight, I was like, how does that work?
It was freezing though.
It was. But that was the really cool experience. Actually, we went.
Yeah,
inside
it
a weird
was
little
like
cave
it
thing.
was on the Colorado River, so we were between what'd she call it, Black Canyon?
I don't know. We were between Arizona and New Mexico or something. Las
What?
Vegas, Nevada.
Nevada.
I don't fucking know.
and Arizona.
But we saw this house that was like rubble. It was only the foundation. And she was like, so this house right here, back in the 1920s, a man lived in this house, and he surveyed the rivers before he built the dam, the Hoover Dam. And we were surveying the river for something, like, I don't know. But she was like, he lived here, and he would walk along this path, and we looked, and it was like a legit path. I was like, damn, that bro carved the path in the freaking...
The non-existent plants.
Yeah,
the
and like
dirt.
him walking to work every single day carved a path in the land. That's really cool. But he had to walk like a mile, hop on a little like pulley system, pull himself across like two
A little
big
canyon.
canyon rocks, and then do it again
But
across the river.
But this no, so like he walked like a mile or whatever on like a trail,
Yeah.
pulled himself across this little canyon where the rocks are separated, and then they built like a catwalk on the
Oh,
side of this rock.
Yeah.
And it was like it was just crazy.
It was sketchy. It was sketch as fuck.
And then he pulled himself he was on the Arizona side and
Yeah.
then pulled himself to Nevada where his little station was.
Yeah. And that was really, really cool to see. The house was in, really bad condition. It wasn't a house.
It wasn't a house.
Yeah.
It was nails and like some cement blocks.
But it was really cool to see. But so so we had a lot of cool experiences in Las Vegas. If we think of any more, we'll tell you in the next podcast. But on our way home from the airport, we landed in Chicago at midnight, and we had to drive 3 hours back.
So yeah, we
And-
landed Chicago time at midnight, which is 1 a.m. our time, and we're like, we've been up for so long, we're kind of tired. It's late out. We thought, oh, there won't be many cars on the road.
And so we're driving, and Mackenzie's mom is driving. My mom left a little early, so she was already
not
home.
good, Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we were driving on the highway,
Chicago.
big highway, like 5 lanes, and there's an entrance ramp coming in on our right, and we hear like a coming up behind us, and we look, and there's one car that's going at least 80,
A Dodge Challenger.
probably like 100 though, pitch black, and it zooms past us. And then the car right behind him, they're like racing. He zooms in, but he's a lot more reckless. So he zooms into our fucking lane right in front of us. And he almost swerves and hits a car to the left of him. We're like, holy fuck. So she slows down, and a third car goes by. So they're all just racing, weaving between all
Yeah,
these
and
cars.
we can like see them like a mile ahead of us, just like weaving.
Like, they don't
through-
slow down at all.
And there were like a lot of cars on the road. There wasn't like
Yeah.
bare.
I mean, it's Chicago. No matter what time, there's going to be cars.
Yeah.
And we're like, we literally say, I'm like, yo, they're going to fucking cause an accident, dude. Like, if they're not careful. And we're all like, damn, yeah. So we continue driving about like half a mile, and traffic just starts slowing down. We're like, what the fuck is going on? And we look to the left, and the median concrete barrier, there's a fucking crunched white Honda CRV, like literally into a cube. This bitch got fucking crunched, and there's a person outside the vehicle trying to get their friend out.
2 people. There's a man and a woman. They were like yelling at each other. I
Yeah.
assume there was another person or something in the back
Something.
of the. And all of their stuff is just in the road. It's
Like their luggage and shit.
yeah. Yeah.
And We know, like, it had just happened. I mean, there was glass everywhere on the highway, and there was like 2 other cars that we passed that also got in a wreck, and we were just like, man, how fucking stupid do you have to be? You can drive recklessly if there's nobody, if it only affects you. You shouldn't do that, but if you're gonna do it, that's the way to fucking do it. You don't fucking weave between cars with fucking people who have minivans and kids in the back, like.
Yeah, and that's what sucks is that these people are being completely reckless, and then these innocent bystanders are the ones with the crunched car.
Yeah.
And the 3 cars that we saw that were being completely reckless, which we are like 99% sure caused this wreck, are nowhere to be seen, which means that their car, they probably nicked the corner of that one car and then sent them spinning, and they're fine.
Yeah.
Which is so stupid. These people probably, I'm pretty sure I saw the woman who was in the car at the airport. So she came from Las Vegas with us, and like she's just getting home from her vacation, trying to go home, and her ass gets crunched by another car.
Yeah.
Like, that's so dumb.
So dumb, man.
Be careful.
Yes, be careful.
Do not
We know none of my
drive like
listeners drive like that, but tell your friends who do drive like that to drive a little bit more safe.
And then they can listen to our podcast.
Yeah, and then also tell them to listen to the podcast because we need more listeners. No, just kidding. We have so many. We're getting there. We're slowly maintaining.
Losing and gaining at the same speed.
Yes. Oh, goddamn. Should we do another? Yeah. Okay. I don't know how much time. I got 30 seconds, I think. But if you did enjoy this podcast, make sure you follow, tell 2 friends, tell your mom, tell your girlfriend or boyfriend or partner. And yeah. Oh, also leave a review. We need more of those. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day. And even though you're slightly overweight, we still love you. Shout out to you guys for getting this far as well. Comment the word pineapple in the comments below. Bye.